What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loop Gaming, the show where we talk about gaming news. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And I'm Chris.
And today we have 4 topics to talk about, but a quick reminder, we're getting towards the end of the month, so make sure to be playing the Deadly Tower of Monsters and Everyone's Gone on the Rapture, the games that are offered for free on PlayStation Plus if you pay for it, so I guess it's not too free. But and then the game of the month is Warframe. Make sure to play that as well, free to play. Definitely recommended. Play those, come back at the end of the month, we'll be talking about it. And, well, actually, no, we're doing Plus Club this week. So at the end of this week, come back. We're going to be talking about the Plus Club games, and let us know what you thought of them. We'll do the same. But yeah, let's get into the news. So for our first bit of news, Josh Holmes, the lead studio head of 343 Industries, is leaving the studio after essentially heading development of Halo 5 and Halo 4. He is moving on to indie development. I had a quote. I'm all over the place today. Hold on a second. His quote is saying, "I have loved every moment here on Halo, but I find myself drawn to new horizons. This month I'm leaving 343 Industries and excited for my next adventure to pursue independent game development." Now, it's not known if he's going to be making his own indie studio or if he's going to be working with another one, but obviously he's just kind of tired of working on essentially the same thing over and over and over again. Thoughts on him leaving 343 and how this is seeming to be a kind of a common thing happening lately?
I was going to say, it seems really common for people to get kind of burnt out on AAA development and then move on to indie development for more of, I guess, a connection to like having more passion for the job again. Because I imagine with AAA, the way, you know, it being so huge and so essentially corporate, probably not a lot of freedom. So more artistic types are going to want to have that freedom, and so they move on.
I think it's a mix of two things for sure, though. It is, you know, they're making the same tried and true franchise to keep making them money, and they're passionate, but they want to kind of branch out. But also, I think it speaks also on how indie development's become so much easier. Yeah. There's groups of like 3 people making indie games, 1 person making indie games. If you're a dude who's already established in gaming to the point where you're, you know, leading the team working on Halo, I feel like those connections that you'd have would allow you avenues to, you know, easily establish some kind of indie development team of your own. So it's a really interesting time to see that. I mean, we've seen Peter Molyneux leave and do his own thing. Didn't branch out very well, but you know, we'll see what he does. Cliff Bleszinski left Epic. A bunch of people have done this, so it's been really interesting. Chris, thoughts?
I just think it's pretty par for the course these days. Like you guys are saying, everybody's leaving. I think it's more possibly to do with creative freedoms. Mm-hmm. It's a little harder to do that when you're stuck making games like Halo over and over and over and over and over again. People are looking for a formula. He probably just, like you said, wants to branch out and get something different. It'd be interesting to see all these people who left get together and make a gaming community together and start designing games together. Be pretty neat.
Well, I mean, even John Carmack left id to work on Oculus
after years of being with them.
And this guy's only worked on 2 Halos, which, in my opinion, were both great. I mean, I never beat 5, or Guardians, but 4 I really liked. I think it's actually one of the best Halos to come out. What do you guys think? How do you think it's going to affect the games? Like I said, in my opinion, I feel like 4 and 5 were great, and this guy was the lead guy on that. With him leaving, I believe the guy who's taking over for him is named Chris Lee. He's been working with the company 343 since it started too, so he's not some new guy. But yeah, do you think we'll see a maybe new direction, or things are going to stay the same? Or
I don't think it's going to change too much, because they have, what was it, 6 games to essentially structure Halo off of and just kind of expand and put new ideas. And I don't imagine the writers are going to change. So I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of change from Halo, to be honest.
Especially with how how true to the formula 343 kept it after Bungie left. Any thoughts?
I don't think it's going to change too much, but it's kind of hard to say because who knows what visions people have for the future of this game. But they've stuck pretty much, like you're saying, to the set pattern, so I don't imagine too much difference happening.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, let us know. What do you think is going to happen with Halo? Do you like playing Halo? Did you like 4? Did you like Guardians? Did you not play Guardians because you don't have an Xbox One? Because nobody has an Xbox One still. Let us know. Put in the second bit of news, shall we?
So, apparently Warner Brothers is in talks to make a new Mortal Kombat movie. The speculation is that a commercial director, Simon McCoy, I probably screwed up his name, but he could be the one directing the movie. He did the Mortal Kombat commercial during the Long Live Play campaign with Sony for a Mortal Kombat game. He also did the commercial for a Star Wars commercial and a Halo spot. So he has a lot of commercial work. It would be, I believe, his first movie then.
And he's obviously worked with video game storytelling,
Materials.
even though it's advertising. So he has experience in that more than most directors.
Right. How do you guys feel about them actually talking about making another Mortal Kombat movie? And how do you feel about someone without any, it seems like, movie experience under his belt making it?
This is a tricky thing because first off, with the experience thing, that's going to go either one of two ways. Either it's going to surprise everybody, or he's going to disappoint everybody, and you're either going to go, "Holy shit, this new guy killed it," and then people are going to blow him up, or they're going to go, "Well, he shouldn't have fucking directed that in the first place." So we'll see what happens with that. The thing I'm really interested though with is rebooting Mortal Kombat as a movie. Now, obviously, everybody knows Mortal Kombat already has 2 movies. Everyone has their opinions on them. Most people say the first Mortal Kombat movie is the best video game movie adaptation that's come out. I don't agree, but it is definitely one of the top ones. As for them making a new movie, and as of now, it's really weird to think about because Mortal Kombat has deep, rich lore for what it is. And I think it translates really well in video games. Typically, I'm a proponent of you can translate games to movies, but Mortal Kombat is pretty fucking ridiculous. It has some serious tones or whatever, but I think it works best with NetherRealm working on it. Their games, they've made a couple now with some of the best single player storylines I've ever seen in fighting games ever. Like, they fucking kill it, but they still have hints of ridiculousness in them.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. So if you are going to make a movie, I am really skeptical of being able to make a serious toned Mortal Kombat movie nowadays. It would have to have a little bit of camp going on to kind of play back off of Mortal Kombat. I know you watched some series or something.
There's a mini series of it.
That
it's very serious.
Really?
It wasn't very like I love the Mortal Kombat movies, but they're campy. They're cheesy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But the TV show was not cheesy at all. It was more of like a seriously done miniseries. It did really well, but
did it get into like the more crazier aspects of Mortal Kombat though, or was it serious based in the sense of like Sonya Blade and all that cop detective work, working on certain things with some just general combat, like some general fighting? Because the thing that I really enjoyed about the recent Mortal Kombat games and their single player storyline, especially it wasn't X or 10, it was
9.
one before that. That one, in a weird way, rebooted through like time travel. Rebooted the whole storyline in a really good way. It's really interesting, but it's really fucking out there.
Yeah.
Like, portals are opening up and fucking there's Baraka dudes, forgot what they're called.
Tarkatans.
Killing people and shit, and it's just insane. Like, it looks like the apocalypse is happening, and it's really fucking cool. And did the series do that at all?
No, it was more of backstory stuff. Like, the one I remember the most is it's basically Scorpion's backstory, how he became Scorpion and how his village was destroyed and his family was like frozen to death. And it was done really, really well, I think, personally.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about it now that, like, I'm thinking about how Mortal Kombat has evolved as a series, and there's so many fucking characters now that maybe if they kind of harnessed it back to the original couple and got like deeper into like, you know, Sub-Zero and Scorpion's whole rivalry and
That's over. They did that in 10. Their rivalry is over.
No, but like
In
in
movie
a
form.
movie format though.
Came
Go
to
back
that.
and do that. I feel like you can do that without being. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of ridiculous aspects of that storyline arc, and like the whole, you know, Jax and Sonya thing that could be completely done realistically, or at least, you know, in a mature, serious tone. Because they're either gonna, like I said, they're either gonna go campy or they're gonna go Nolan and try and make it modern and realistic. But yeah, so. Oh, did you have any thoughts on that?
What I was going to say is, since Mortal Kombat 9 has rebooted the story, I think actually now would be the perfect time to try and make a movie, since the story has been fleshed out and is not so convoluted anymore. So material-wise, it'd be a lot easier, I think, for them to make a movie based off the games versus before, where they had to just kind of take snippets and make a movie out of it.
It's definitely a fair point.
So... other than that, I mean, I don't know the guy. Can't really use commercials as a basis to get excited for a movie. I would need to see a trailer.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, how worse could it get than the first two movies? You really can't. It can only get better, I honestly think. Unless he goes, like, extremely cheesy campy, which I doubt.
You're just gonna get the room too.
Yeah.
I would love that. Can't be done. It's impossible.
I would love to see a hard rated R Mortal Kombat movie that's, like, just gritty. I would really love to see that.
Also a good time for that, since rated R movies seem to be working again.
We're just starting. Let's play it safe and not make any bad ones.
Yeah.
Because then they're gonna go right the fuck back to PG-13.
PG-13 died. Can't even swear.
So you're kind of like just waiting on it. You are hopeful for it.
Absolutely.
I'm open. I'm open to it. I just want to see what tone they're going with and how respectful to the property, as we always talk about when it comes to this kind of thing, they are to it.
Well, the good news too is the company who'd be doing the movie would be Warner Brothers. They already own Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And I think they actually quoted saying if they were going to do it, they were going to take their time on it to make sure they got it right. So
Good.
No, that's awesome. That's good to hear. But yeah, I think that's about it. So for our third bit of news, Dead Rising 4 is apparently coming out with a 4-player co-op. In this, you'll be able to play as one of 4 characters that are already in the single-player game. You won't be playing as Frank West. And you'll have skill trees, loot, there'll be random bosses, and you will be completing objectives on a 2-day basis per level. We watched a video on it to check it out. What did you guys think of it?
as someone who does not like Dead Rising, and I've tried playing them, I wasn't even remotely interested in this game. And then we watched the co-op video, saw some of it. I am going to pay attention to it now, but I'm not excited.
I'm in the same boat. I actually was a Dead Rising fan. Then I got kind of burnt out on the formula, and this one was announced, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna be playing as Frank West. It's kind of neat. You're gonna be in the original town, be able to go back to the mall, all that shit. Really cool." But wasn't excited for it. But then we watched that video, and I got a really strong like Left 4 Dead vibe from it, because you're going to safe houses, and then there's like loot and money that you spend on stuff and experience and skill trees and shit like that. It's right up my alley. I already have an Xbox One. I believe this is an exclusive.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, the last one was PC and Xbox. So if it's being done the same way as the last couple, it should be an exclusive. We should probably have done the research on that, but oh well. But yeah, I'll probably pick it up. I think the 4-player co-op looks awesome. It's sad that was the selling point for me. The game looks fun for sure, and I'll probably enjoy it. But the co-op looks cool as fuck. Chris?
Well, unfortunately, I don't own an Xbox One. Otherwise, I probably would get it. I really like Dead Rising. And the combat mechanics in it seemed way more fleshed out. Like, they seemed a lot smoother and
Which would help me a lot.
forgiving than the original couple ones.
The other ones the first 2 were pretty stiff feeling.
Yeah.
For sure.
Very
Older
stiff.
games, though.
They are, but it does look well done. So I'm definitely interested in it. It'd maybe be the reason why I get an Xbox One.
Did you ever play the third one?
I only played the first one and the demo for the second one.
I'm interested in this one and seeing how they do with the tone because, visually it does look more gritty and realistic like the third one was, but the third one really tried to kind of make Dead Rising a little more serious. I think because of all the zombie hype right now, everybody loves it and have been for years now. So I think they're trying to get in on the like Walking Dead vibe to it. Still a little bit of zaniness to it, but I feel like that was part of Dead Rising's identity, was how ridiculous it was, and then the sheer number of zombies on screen. So I'm wondering if 4 is going to be like that. It kind of seems that way, especially with like mech suits and crazy lifting zombies up and ripping them in half, and then watching the 4-player co-op with them all driving the fucking little go-karts around the mall. That alone, I was like, that it looks fun. Looks like it'd be fun playing with your friends doing that shit.
Yep.
But yeah, so I'm probably gonna pick it up for sure. These guys need to get Xbox Ones, and then Josh, and we'd have 4 people.
Yeah, need enough games for me to want to do it. There's a couple I want for it
Halo
now.
5.
So I mean, I want the Halo Collection, I want Halo 5. I want
Forza Horizon 3.
And I'm keeping an eye on can't remember what it's called now. The pirate game. It's coming out.
The pirate game, the dragon game.
Oh yeah, Scalebound.
Yeah, Scalebound.
The mech dog game that I have, and I forgot the fuck it's called.
Rebound. I know that's wrong.
It's
Recore.
Yeah, Recore.
Yeah.
So there's games there for you, and
There
there's games
is.
coming out for sure.
I
We just gotta find some games for this guy.
Need a solid AAA game to sell that system.
I won't attack you too much on it because there really isn't that many games. I mean, I'm just now getting games myself, so I'm not gonna be like, well, you just need to like more games. Now they're working on it. They're working on
pretty
it.
picky
Sure.
though.
But yeah, 4th bit news.
So, speculation or rumor, sources are saying that Nintendo, or I should say the Pokemon Company, is working on a 3rd variation of Pokemon Sun and Moon, which is, for now, codename Stars, but this will actually be a Nintendo Switch game that will be the same story. It will be up-resed, and will have interconnectivity with Sun and Moon. What do you guys think about Pokemon finally coming to your couch and TV?
It's about fucking time, and if there's any chance of me ever getting back into Pokemon, this is it. So if they fuck it up, I'm done.
All right, I'm with you. It's about time.
I've been waiting years. And everybody's been waiting years. Even people who don't play Pokemon have been waiting years for this.
It's funny because that comes up in comment sections. People are like, "Finally!"
Even if it looks just like the ones on the handhelds, I don't care. Put it on a fucking TV. Let me play it. Let me enjoy that shit while chilling, not fucking doing this. It's supposed to have interconnectivity with the other games, which is awesome. Do more of that. You guys did that with Monster Hunter, not Pokemon Company, but Nintendo. Did that with Monster Hunter 3. That was fucking awesome.
Do it again with Monster Hunter, please.
Keep doing that shit. Put Monster Hunter on the Switch. Stop fucking with me.
Chris.
What are we talking?
It just seems really odd to me. Like, I'm used to the formula of the handheld system for Pokemon, so having it on the big screen would be very different. I don't know.
That's the thing. Tablet.
I would, if I got it, it would only be on the tablet. I wouldn't play on the. It would just be too weird for me.
Oh, I'd love it.
I do wonder though how they're going to do, because I know in a lot of Pokemon games you have the 2 versions and some Pokemon are exclusive to each version. Are there Pokemon going to be exclusive to the 3rd?
Red, blue, yellow.
I don't recall.
Did that answer? I don't know shit about Pokemon anymore.
Yellow didn't have everyone in it either, but it
Okay.
had a little bit of a mix of the 2 games.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that. Someone will probably correct me.
Huh.
But, I mean, it wouldn't be hard. You just take a couple of the exclusives from each game, throw them in that, and then introduce a new legendary on the launch and make sure the other 2 have access to the legendary. And
Right.
Is there any word on when that'd be coming out?
late 2017, because they, of course, this is a rumor, obviously, but sources were saying they had to stop working on it to finish Sun and Moon on time. So.
Makes sense. That's cool. That's more stuff already being announced for the Switch. So, not that this Switch. I mean, it's Switch news, but it just shows me that they're treating the Switch a little more serious than they did with the Wii U. With already strengthening the lineup of the first year,
For sure.
which is important.
And I think almost everyone's going to be excited at the idea of playing like a legit Pokemon game on the TV, and being able to take that system with you and continue playing it. I think is just a great bonus. So, side note, Switch related. Sorry, EA I guess teased one of their main properties will be coming to Switch. So.
Which
That's
one
all
it
they said,
is,
though.
we do not know.
Battlefield,
I was thinking Battlefield would be a good
Sims.
choice for him.
Sims would work.
Sims has been on Nintendo, so that makes sense.
Titanfall 2. That'd be weird.
That would be weird.
Can't imagine playing that on a fucking Nintendo console. Any last thoughts? For me, it's about time. Don't fuck me.
I just want to hear an official announcement, so it's not a rumor, and,
Yeah.
and I'll be super happy. So
God, how fucked up would that be if it was just a rumor?
yeah,
I mean, it would just be business as usual, but that's a...
But Final Fantasy VII remake was a rumor for a long time.
off and on for years. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that was like a big deal when it was announced. I was like, fucking, as soon as I saw it start, I started texting Chevy. I'm like, Final Fantasy VII's being remade. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yes, they're showing it right now.
Asked if you were fucking with me.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit. This is just like, oh, that game on that handheld is going to be on the Switch. Like, cool. It's not fucking Final Fantasy VII. Holy shit, it's big news. We're fucking trailing off. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Gaming. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr and Twitter, Tasty Gaming. Check us out on Twitch, Sleep Division. Still not streaming. Gotta do it. And yeah, my name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And I'm Chris.
And we got gameplay of the Steep beta. You watch me fumble around trying to figure out how to fucking play that game. I learned how to play it. It's fun. And then Friday, we are not doing Tasty Cast. We'll be doing Plus Club because of Thanksgiving and all that shit, scheduling, blah, 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 blah. But until then, have a great week, guys, and take it easy.